how does 1 mole relate to the number of elementary particles? So dyan naman papasok yung si paring Avogadro's, no? So napakasikat ni Avogadro's number. Gamit na gamit yan sa chemistry. And ako, going back, I have to say that I learned the Avogadro's number without really having an understanding of how it was calculated and kung bakit pangalan is Avogadro. So bibigyan lang po ako sa inyo ng trivia. Hindi po si Avogadro ang nakadiscover nito. Ipinangalan lang po ito sa kanya. So the Avogadro's number was named after Avogadro, but it was first described by Stanislao Canizaro back in 1860. So question, paano ba nila na-compute yung Avogadro's number? So babalik tayo dun sa initial basic definition ng mole, no? So 1 mole is 12 grams of pure carbon. Back then, nung sinet yung convention na yun, hindi pa natin alam kung ilan yung particles doon, ilan yung carbon atoms doon sa carbon-12. Pero meron kasi tayong mga spectroscopic and spectrometric techniques that allow us to measure yung weight or yung timbang ng isang atom or isang molecule of a substance. So for example, in this case, carbon-12, meron tayong tinatawag na mass spectrometer. So ang nangyayari doon, so nag-vaporize sila ng substances. So for example, in this case, carbon-12, mag-vaporize sila ng carbon-12, and then yung instrument na yon, it is able to measure kung ano yung timbang ng isang atom ng carbon-12. And when they did that measurement, they realized that one atom of carbon-12 weighs about 1.9926 times 10 to the 23rd gram. So napakaliit na quantity niyan. So okay, so at this point, kumbaga sa problem solving, meron tayong dalawang givens, no? So alam natin na yung 1 mole ay 12 grams ng carbon-12. At ang alam natin ay ang isang atom ng carbon-12 is 1.9926 times 10 to the negative 23rd. Ito yun yung ginamit nila na information to calculate for the number of carbon-12 atoms present in 1 mole. So dito, what they did was, okay, 12 grams of carbon-12, you divide it by the mass of every carbon-12 atom. Dito na nila nakuha yung number that is 6.0221 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. So ito na yung Avogadro's number. This is how it was actually calculated. So para sa mga estudyante, no, whenever like you are doing calculations like this, I would just like to give much emphasis to dimensional analysis, no? So early on, whenever you are unpacking or whenever you are solving problems like this, your ability to organize yung given information and essentially translate everything into an equation that makes it easy for you to cancel out yung iba't ibang units. Pag natutunan niyo yan early on, kahit anong problems yung ipasolve sa inyo in the future, whether it be in chemistry or other subjects, madaling, kumbaga, malaki yung chance na hindi kayo magkakamali. So dito, di ba yung definition natin nung una, 1 mole of carbon-12 is equal to 12 grams of pure carbon-12. Nakakuha din tayo ng pangalawang relationship na 1 mole of carbon-12 has 6.0221 times 10 to the 23rd carbon atoms. So dyan, nabuo na natin yung relationship na 12 grams of carbon corresponds to 1 mole of carbon, and it corresponds to 6.0221 times 10 to the 23rd carbon atoms. So yun yung relationship na gusto kong, kumbaga, naiintindihan nyo paano ba yung proseso kung paano siya na-calculate. So that is the process. So some of you might be wondering, sir, ano po, hindi po eksakto yung binigay niyong value, ang dami po niyan decimal places. So I think sa high school naman, it's okay if you use itong rounded up na version. And FYI po, just to give you an idea, ang value ng Avogadro's number, it keeps changing over time. Why is that? Kasi yung sensitivity and accuracy ng ating mass spectrometer, tumataas siya ng tumataas. So kapag nag-i-improve yung sensitivity ng ating mass spectrometers, minsan na-update yung Avogadro's number. So you can actually Google it up. Over the course of time, nagbabago po siya. Nagbabago yung value niyan. So you have to keep checking. But I think like for educational purposes, it's all okay if you use yung rounded up the number. Wala naman pong problema yan. All right. So quick recap lang. Okay, so we have actually already defined yung most important relationship, yung kung saan nanggaling yung konsepto ng yung early definition ng mole concept. And I think most importantly, yung mole concept is your kumbaga translator between mass and the number of elementary particles. And then also we have shown you how the Avogadro's number was measured. Yan. All right. So yun yung basics, yun yung medyo history. So dito papasok naman tayo sa relationships, no. So given the fact that the concept of yung mole, it bridges yung concepts ng elementary particles and measurable quantities, papasok naman tayo sa calculation. So ito naman para sa mga estudyante, ito yung relationship na dapat na iintindihan ninyo.